your time. Where I was serving because it was so busy. The kids were all coming in for bottles of lemonade.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
I am Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that.
Because we want to redefine
what's cool.
because smart is
the new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good
hey.
morning. How was your weekend?
Oh man, my weekend was so eventful, and I just want to say big shouts out to everybody who was inducted into the Lakewood Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
All the Spartans, right? Big shouts out to y'all. Y'all know Lakewood is one of the most NFL producing organizations in the world. No, not in the world, but
In Pinellas County.
I mean,
In
but
Florida,
no,
it's
in
pretty
the
high.
world, in the world, it was a bold statement, and I stand by it.
Oh my
because
God.
The city of St. Petersburg produces the most NFL athletes out of any city in America. Well, up and down. It's up and down with us, Miami, and another couple places. So if you don't know, shout out to all the youth. Shout out to all the coaches, right?
Mhm.
Because before you can make it to a Hall of Fame, you got to have a coach. So big shots out to all the coaches, not the bad coaches, not the coaches out there trying to freak all the mamas, not the coaches out there trying to bet every goddamn thing. Go to the casino you want to bet. Leave my children alone. But this goes out to all y'all coaches, and the reason I got to the coaches because we're talking about the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
But before you get to the Hall of Fame, who do you go through? You go through your coaches, your mom, your dad. That's the first coach,
Mhm.
and then the coaches after that, the ones that be drinking the beers with the pop bellies.
What all of them got? What like? Why are we talking about those? No, but
That's
you're
all
right.
the
It's good. Shout out to all the coaches, all the mentors that help. But
Yeah.
now I don't know about your stats, right? And you be saying not exactly, but I don't. And I don't know which part he said not exactly
Oh,
about.
man.
But we do know Lakewood do produce a lot of athletes.
Yes. World class athletes. So
yeah,
big shouts out to y'all. I'm an old Spartan, so I'm a Spartan, a rebel, or man, I'm all of them.
You went to Lakewood High
I
School?
went to Lakewood. I went to about 5 or 6 different like institutions. And I ain't talking about prison institutions either. I'm talking about the school education institution.
So
And
you
all
went to
institutions.
So wait, you went to like 5 different high schools?
Yeah. I was an outlaw. I really probably went to maybe a total of
High schools.
Maybe four.
4 high schools?
I went to 4 high schools. I couldn't sit down. I'm having problems sitting down right now. What you talking about?
Yeah, Tiffany say that Florida produce a lot of professional athletes.
Not Florida, St. Pete.
No, we said
We're talking about St. Petersburg. I'm talking about the home team right now. Big shouts out to the Little Devils. They're coming back strong. Y'all make sure y'all go support the Little Devils and the Little Lakewood, right? I remember when Little
And
Lakewood
Gibbs.
started. Big shouts out to Gibbs and the Rattlers.
No, you probably don't remember when Lakewood started.
You remember when the Little Lakewood started? Remember it was Little Lakewood versus the Little Devils?
Yeah, but that ain't when they started. We was already born before they started. Like, don't do that now.
It was only one team.
No, it wasn't. So it was Gibbs, it was Lakewood, and St. Pete. And then
it was St. Pete, then Lakewood.
No, it was Lakewood and St. Pete.
No, St. Pete, then Lakewood.
Oh, however the case may be, they were always together. They were always two different teams.
I need an expert to call in.
I am, because I cheered and I coached.
Did you cheer and coach?
Yes, I did.
I shout out to the coaches. That's why you felt that. That's why you felt all warm and good.
No. And then what happened was Gibbs separated. I mean, Lakewood separated, and then that's where Gibbs started from.
Man, big shouts out to Gibbs.
Right. So there wasn't Gibbs when we were younger at first.
Big shouts out to the Charles Park Rattlers. Big shouts
They came later on.
Big shouts out to all the little league organizations. Y'all don't get enough respect. So if you got a little league organization, you want to shout out a coach that you love support, or somebody who was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Call us up.
But you want me to tell you, Little League ain't like, it's not the same from like when we were younger.
Because Little League was all we had. That was it. We had Little League.
Did you play football?
Yep, I think I played some football.
You think or you did?
I think I did.
Who did you play?
I played football in the streets.
I was gonna say
I played for the block. We had a team and we could beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
NFL, anybody.
So you never played Little League?
Not much.
Okay. So now you finna argue me down by some facts that you don't even know that you didn't even participate in.
No, I used to hang out.
Uh-huh.
I used to hang out. I was associated.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't on the organized sports side of it. See, that's why I know it was such an important thing in our community, because like who wasn't involved in it, right? And that's all we had. Little League and Tyrone Mall. That's all the kids had in the Galaxy. And if you weren't gangster, you couldn't go to the Galaxy.
I wasn't gangster and I went to the Galaxy.
Man, you was gangster. You was more gangster than you thought. Who remember the Galaxy? Don't tell them what it is. Put it in the comments. Who remember the Galaxy? So if you grew up in St. Pete or the Tampa Bay area, tell us about what you did as a kid. What you did as a kid, like to have fun. You know, you did sports.
I did sports.
You did the Galaxy.
We did the Galaxy. I was on dance teams.
I forgot about that. So this was before the prima donnas, and It was a
Well, yeah, before all of that, they were dance team. And we kind of talked about that when Jab was here too, like the boys dancing, all that other stuff. Like we went.
I'm glad that trend didn't take off.
What?
It ended with our generation. See, the kids under us, they weren't doing that. Would they accept it? Depopping.
Yeah, we talked about, but I wonder, would they accept it at this point? It'll come. Everything research. Everything come circle back. So everything circle back. So it will.
So this is motivational money. We want to motivate you to get off your butt and do some P-popping and some D-popping. They call it Zumba now.
You will make up some stuff.
They call it Zumba.
The mall was the hangout when I was a kid in the early teen.
Listen, that's the mall. I used to catch the city bus to the mall.
Oh, so now you know when the city bus was cool, right?
It wasn't never cool.
No. So I could so bus 23 was my bus.
I remember bus 23.
Bus 23 would take you. Bus 23 would pick us up and take us all the way to the mall, and then we would catch that. And if we had to go to school, because I went to Madeira Beach Middle School, it was bus 72, I think, that we would catch at Tyrone Mall and then go out to Madeira Beach. But not often did we do this, right?
I was just going to say, because if we went to the mall, it wasn't no going to school.
Oh, no. I was going to school.
Those two ain't going
together. But no. I don't even know why I knew that, because I don't think I ever caught the bus to
school.
No. But people did.
People did.
It's different because you had your summer jobs, and everybody used to get their paycheck, go to the mall, go shopping. I didn't have a summer job.
Yeah. They cut it by our generation.
No. They had it at our generation, but it was income based. So if your parents didn't
cut it.
No, they did not.
Cedar wasn't open on 34th Street.
Oh my gosh, Jabbar, you listen.
I remember when it closed.
No, you was really in the street. Stop this. Yes, you was. Stop. I'm not doing this with you. I'm telling you.
Do you remember what the Cedar building was?
Anybody on there? I don't know, but
See, that's what I'm talking about.
How many of y'all remember a summer job? They did not cut it by the time.
Do you remember where the building was at? I remember what the building was.
What was the building at? Tell us what.
34th Street and Central, right there where the dollar store at right now. It used to be like right across the road from the Walgreens. And what happened?
The old CVS.
Yes, the old CVS. And what happened was it was like a government funded situation. And then those pesky, I ain't gonna say it, but they cut it. And they actually cut it at the worst time humanly possible, if you ask me, because it turned out to be a disastrous situation for a lot of people. And
they still had summer jobs when I was in.
I mean, they got summer jobs now, but it's for 100 people.
But it was more than 100 people there.
I'm just saying, you go from thousands to 100. You get what I'm saying? 50 jobs, 50 summer jobs. Okay, so since we talking about summer jobs, where is the summer jobs, the robust summer jobs program for our youth? And if our generation don't ask for it or demand it, they ain't gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So we asking, it's an election season. What are we doing with our youth, our teen youth, to get them job preparedness? What we doing to get them ready for the real world, right? And I ain't talking about as parents, I'm talking about as a society, as a social, network or a social safety net. What we doing for the kids? What does the kids have today? Is there any summer jobs? How many summer jobs is there this year?
There is some summer jobs, but it's not.
How many? Give me a number. I want to know. Is it 10? Is it 45? Y'all spending $1 million on it, or y'all spending 10 million on it? I want to know the numbers. Break it down for me.
Well, ain't nobody in the audience gonna really break it down for you. But listen, and then they say, wait. And everybody, even you, we say, yes, it was called the Yes program. Tiffany said the same thing. I knew they had.
Yes.
That's what it was called.
Yes, they cut it. That's what it
No, it was called the Yes program. It was
severely. I'm telling you, see, I was blessed, right? And I was in.
There you go with
family. I'm just saying, and if it was there, I would have been there.
Not at that point in time, not in high school.
Oh, not in high school.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have been in it. No, and that's what you're talking about.
They weren't paying enough.
And that's what I'm saying. So you talking no, but you was deep in the streets by that
I
time.
wasn't deep in the streets.
Okay.
I was in it.
I know you was. So like, and then you over here. So this wasn't nothing. So no, listen, that wasn't nothing you was looking for at that point in time because you had already.
I was a universal soldier, and I would work a job. And
Jabbar, you told the people that you had your first job when you was like 39.
That's why, because they cut the summer job.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
If they would have cut the summer job, I would have got my first job as a team. If they would have cut the CETA program, I would have had a job as a team. But
Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday.
And we talk about summer jobs. We talk about youth programs.
I do think that there's a lot, like there's
right now.
No. I'm gonna say that there's a lot of stuff that they have implemented for the youth to like different programs and things like that. I see that they're bringing back St. Pete College summer program. I saw that they cut that. I remember they see that they're doing it, but there is like some foundational fund things that they need for the youth that we had that they did
that they don't
have right now. And I wish they will circle back because like it's all about technology at this point, and they're missing like interpersonal skills and all that other jazz.
I think people already have interpersonal problems. People in large percentages weren't social butterflies, right? And then so to have an escape through the technology is all right.
That's not but you say that, but no,
people
like
weren't social butterflies.
They was, and this is what let me tell you.
Weird.
No,
and it's still weird.
No, and I have to disagree with you on that. And this is what you look at when you looked at Little League back then. You had your Lakewood, you had your St. Pete. Everybody used to wear their stuff. People used to be talking crap back and forth.
Wasn't everybody. No, that was the in crowd.
It was a lot of people. It was a lot of people. You just said that all we had. See, you can't jump on both sides of the thing and then act like it wasn't one thing and then say it was another. So everybody hung out at the games, right? And so
everybody go to McDonald's.
Everybody used to go to McDonald's. After every high school game, you found a McDonald's, you hung out there, you did whatever you was and played.
Why all these grown people used to be at these games?
Because that's what was the thing to do.
Okay, why you at McDonald's then after the game?
What?
Okay.
What are you?
I'm gonna walk you back.
Yeah, because like, what are you talking? Like you're just thank you because I'm finished.
You ain't got to defend it.
Thank you.
I said okay.
Thank you.
Because I want to go to a game and hang out at the McDonald's too.
And a lot of them did hang out at McDonald's afterwards. It was a lot of teens.
They was at the Galaxy. The boy was 40 at the Galaxy. What y'all doing?
No, they was not. I'm not
25. It was at least 25. So, in other news, we just going down memory lane. We reminiscing about growing up in the city, the Galaxy and the high school games, catching the city bus to Tyrone Mall, because that's all we knew how to do. That's all we had.
We can't. Once me and my cousin learned how to catch the city bus, we were happy because it was something that we wanted to do. Because the one thing is, we couldn't walk the streets. Like we couldn't walk the streets. My parents had to always take us to the party. Like we couldn't walk from parties. Like all the people that got to walk. Oh, we were so jealous. Oh, we were so jealous.
So we couldn't walk the street.
No. We had to get dropped off, get picked up. But yeah, there was rules. And then we had to go in pairs. So like Keisha always liked the party. If anybody know my cousin Keisha still party to this day. And she'd be so mad at me. She's like, Qiana, please go. I can't go unless you go. So she would make me go to the parties because she couldn't go unless I went.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So we grew up partying. Right, because I'm just uniting when you say that.
Yeah,
we are party people, right?
Yeah,
party people. Jam. So the economic growth of partying, right? What come from that? Ticket sales, those sales, liquor sales. Special appearance sales, whatever. And how do we as a community monetize One way is bars, clubs, restaurants, right? That's one of the monetizations of the party life, right? Where do the kids party at now? Where is that economic? Because we used to go pay $5 to get in stuff.
And then some stuff it was free. And this is when I was. So I will tell you.
Never was free.
Huh?
Drinks was never free.
So, okay, I done had a lot of free parties.
Free drinks too?
Yeah, water, soda, yeah. No. I'm talking about no. See, what we not finna do is do all of that. No, when you get older, I will tell you when I was a teenager, we didn't have alcohol at our drinks. At our parties. No, and we not doing this.
You ain't go to the same parties I went to, and we was the same age. Talking about wasn't no alcohol at our parties.
I said at my parties. I didn't say nothing else about what
alcohol you didn't know about.
No, if I did, but
that's all. Just you didn't know about it. I can unite with that.
Yeah, no. Okay. It's 8:00. We're gonna take a break. We will be back. Tag a friend, tell a friend.
Oh, yes, and we're going to go deep. We talking about the Strait of Hormuz. We talking about the local politics.
We're going to talk about Gucci Man.
We're going to talk about Gucci and Pooh Shiesty, the Shiesties.
And some other good stuff. It's Motivational Monday. So, yeah.
Leave a comment. Tell us what y'all want to talk about.
And we'll be back 7 minutes after that. But tag a friend, tell a friend. Bye.
Podcasts. In 30 minutes, crowd science.
This week, are we ready?
Judge Rupal Patel had.
And just like that, guess what? We are back. We are back. We are back.
We are back.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. This is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Miss Edna.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as.
See that.
Because we're redefining what's cool.
Smart is
The new
gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know. Okay, so here we go.
that's all.
You know what? What we didn't do at the top of the hour,
We're going to do it right now.
we're going to do it right now. The views expressed is my own and not nobody else's. Not the stations, not the affiliates, not anybody that's calling. They own their views, we own ours.
Watch it. Watch it. Mud mouth.
So, yeah, just
Watch
had
mud
to
mouth.
stop, Jabbar. Why you have to always
do it.
why
do
you
it.
always got yeah.
I ain't mean to
I
mess up your
always have
concentration.
somebody that want to push the envelope and you say, please don't do it today.
Buy.
Please
the
don't do it
envelope.
today.
Don't push it. Buy the envelope. Own the envelope. So speaking of own the envelope, I just
Good
want
morning, Sharonda.
I just want to say this, and I want everybody to understand this. We are coming up on midterm elections.
Mm-hmm.
Locally, we're going to have mayor elections,
Mm-hmm. City council,
city council,
all even numbers.
all even numbers, house. And the reason we're highlighting this right now, so that y'all can be ready to cast your vote. We're not going to tell you who to vote for. We ain't going to tell you what to vote for,
Mm-hmm.
right? But what we is going to
Good
tell
morning,
you
Janet.
is to be informed and vote. Not just vote. See, usually all you hear people say is vote. We need you to vote. No. Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is not just telling you to vote. We're telling you to be an informed voter. Right? That's why we spend time doing our broadcast and using our platform to highlight and uplift the issues, right? So we can talk about it, discuss it, and you can find out where you are at in the issues, right? Because at the top and the bottom of the issue is your voice. Don't let them tell you your voice don't matter. Don't let them use your voice just because it's election time. Don't just show up to these forums and sing kumbaya and we must overcome. Y'all get in there and tell them people what we need, demand what we want, man. Let's stop the BS. Let's stop playing friends with people that ain't friendly. Let's start handling business, right? Because if we don't, the population of Pinellas County witnessed the largest drop only next to California. Right? I'm going to say that again. Pinellas County witnessed the largest population drop in the United States of America outside of Santa Barbara, California somewhere, right? And the reason that matters, I ain't do that, you did.
No,
The reason that matters, right? Because I'm coming in hot. The reason that matters,
Change your mic, please.
I ain't gonna be able to come in high. About now.
Thank you.
So the reason that matters, right, is because
You need to put on one, either unplug the headset or put it on, please. Go ahead.
the real reason that we have to pay attention to what's going on is because those large numbers of people leaving are mostly black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna say because the demographics ain't came out yet. Yeah, turn me up because I ain't loud enough. They ain't hear it. The demographics ain't came in 100% yet, right? But we are witnessing the largest population. Man, people are migrating like the dinosaurs did during extinction, man. They're getting out of here. And if you want to stay here, you got to have elected officials and politicians on your side that's going to advocate to help you stay here. Because if not, we all moving to Crystal River. Meet me in Crystal River, man. Listen, man. Meet me in Crystal River, man. We finna go. We gotta go. We gonna go in style. Meet me in Crystal River, Leesburg somewhere. Holla at your boy. I mean, what you gonna do? You gotta have a plan. You have to have a plan. And see, the problem is the plan didn't fail. Is that you failed to plan. See, what you gonna do? You gonna go live Figure it out. So long story short, yeah, we need a more engaged community. And everybody got to work. Everybody has a life. But until we realize that this is our work and that this is our life, we'll be on the bad end of the stick.
Okay, elaborate. When you say this is our work, this is our life. Go ahead.
Because we all have what they call life happens. All of us
Right.
have situations and circumstances that prevents or precludes us from being involved civically or politically, right?
Mhm.
And what I'm saying is that instead of looking at those buckets or those actions as separate from our life, we incorporate it to our life and understand that my civic engagement is a part of my work. My work is a part of my life, and it's like a triangle. And it's not one or the other, it's all of the above. Because if we don't pay attention to what's going on, our life will be exported to another city, to another community. And it won't be because you want it to leave, right? Oh, I'm tired of here, ain't nothing here. No, it's going to be because you can't afford it.
Right.
Right? It's a better job somewhere else. All right. That's why if you ever looked at migration patterns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Historical migration patterns. So migration and immigration, they sound like the same thing, right? Immigration is the cousin of migration. Migration is the big cousin. Dogs migrated. Cows migrate. Like it's a nature thing with migration. And people leave in migration because they're looking for higher ground or more food or more resources. That's why people leave, right? And that's what's going on. Pinellas County is suffering from people are leaving because they can't afford it, and they're looking for opportunities elsewhere.
Right.
And a lot of people don't live here but work here, right? Like half the police force. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't saying you wrong because you live somewhere else and work here, because you get your money here and then you go home and live better because you can live better outside of here because of the lower cost of living, because of the highways ain't full, right? I don't know.
But the highways are full everywhere at this point. I drive, so I'm 90% of the time I'm on the road.
And the highways full everywhere?
And it don't matter where you go at the highways, and it don't
Not in Sefner.
It don't matter where you go.
Not in Riverview. Yeah, in Riverview.
It don't matter. No,
Riverview.
and Sefner too.
Sefner too?
Yes. Like,
what about Dover?
You just want to be funny.
You don't know about Dover.
Listen, traffic is crazy everywhere. The population is growing. People are so just like you say, even if they're working here in St. Pete or from St. Pete, they got family from St. Pete. They are setting up shop other places and they are driving in.
Yeah.
At this point, like it's high. Well, gas did go fill up because this war about to start, y'all.
Gas went down?
Yeah, it's down.
Gas is down. This is your gas report for Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Tune in. Go get your gas now, because we're gonna talk about that in a second.
But
I got it on my notes.
You got to go get your gas now because it did drop. Like it's like 180. I mean 388.
Oh, so it dropped $1.80.
No, it's 380 because it was like four something.
Yep, 410.
But regardless of the fact is that, like, yeah, St. Pete is very expensive. If you don't have like a family home that you already had,
Yep.
or a lease that locked you into a lower rate, you know what I mean? That it's almost impossible. But then you do see on some of the places that they have dropped rent for other places because there's a lot of vacant spots. So ain't nobody making no money either.
I didn't know that.
We talk. Know what?
I mean, listen. That the reality is, there's a lot of people in need for housing, but at the same time, there's a lot of empty housing. Right? You look at the St. Pete skyline, you see 3, 4, 5 new skyscrapers with more skyscrapers going up, all types of luxury store and business spaces. But you have to really look in some of the most highest and most densest populated areas. You see huge vacancies, huge vacant buildings, huge vacant condos, right? We're gonna pretend like all these condos full. But I said this today, and I said this, and I wasn't trying to be like a jokester with this, but we don't even want these apartments and condos full. Our infrastructure can't handle it. It's almost the developers are doing us a favor by keeping them empty until we ready. Because the city ain't ready. Once one of them big towers are full, you know how many cars and people that's gonna add to the city streets? Just one of them. Then don't imagine if 2 or 3 of them get full and get the capacity. The infrastructure can't handle it. It need to be empty. I'm watching this big building on Central with about 40 floors with only 2 lights on.
Mm-hmm.
40 floors with 2 lights on.
But even when you say that, the city still can't handle it, even with the buildings, because again, we're seeing the flooding without it. So the fact that you're building buildings and you know that the infrastructure cannot handle it is a problem as well. Because now, where does the water run off to? There's no dirt, there's no water, there's no grass or dirt to soak up this water. So it's going into our sewer system, right? And then our sewer system is not made for all that water.
It's going into the bay.
But eventually it does go to the bay, but it overflowed. Like, I'm talking about our streets right now. Before it make it to the bay, it's in our streets. Where it's nothing to soak it up. Before it get out there, it goes into our sewer system, which is not equipped to have all this water in it, right? When it rain hard, we look like short acres all everywhere.
I mean, and Short Acres, you know, has just had a plan where the city is going to buy properties from, you know, people who had flooding. And I wonder if they're going to purchase it like they purchased the gas plant district.
Okay, I don't know enough about it, so I don't want to go into the short.
I can go into it. I got it. After the flooding, the city has came up with a plan to buy properties in Short Acres.
Okay.
Right? And my question was, I wonder how they're going to buy it. Are they going to buy it how they bought the houses in the gas plant? Is they going to do them people the same way they did them people? Most likely not. But who knows? You can't put nothing past the passer.
Okay.
What you got, you?
Nothing. Go to the Rays. Go to Rays.
Where Rays?
Tampa Bay Rays.
The Tampa Bay Rays. I ain't really got nothing on the Rays. They've been playing baseball.
You just said that Tampa won't Rays.
Oh, but that ain't about the Rays. I was talking about the young brother on social media. They've been going back and forth about Tampa St. Pete. Since we are the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, I think we're gonna weigh in on this back and forth, right? You know, they saying, you know, Tampa is the big dog, saying we all come from Tampa. We all came out of Tampa, and St. Pete owes Tampa everything. That's what they said. And I think just in the spirit of, you know, the brother sister type relationship we have, Tampa is the big brother of the whole Tampa Bay area. That's just what it is. Our area and our region is actually named after the city of Tampa, right? And I'm a St. Pete native, right? I'm born and raised in St. Pete, and I'm able to, you know, give respect where respect due, right? The Tampa Bay area is named after the city of Tampa. But after that, I think that's where the line is drawn, right? Because St. Pete has taken like a big brother position in the whole grand scheme of the region, right? We had the baseball team.
Okay.
We got the beaches, right? We got what would be said some of the best beaches in the world, right? The world. Tampa don't got a beach at all. BNC Davis. They got BNC Davis. And that's where they dump the sewage at. Right there at BNC Davis Beach. Right there in front of Hogan's. Come on. What you got?
I wasn't expecting you to go there with that because that's not what we talked about.
That is what we talked about.
But no, I'm St. Pete Tampa rival is always going to be the St. Pete Tampa thing, right? What I will say is that I'm not saying who's the big brother because we might be twins around here. And you know how like somebody just kind of take it, the Tampa Bay area right there. What makes them the big brother, I would say, is that people didn't know what St. Pete offered or didn't know St. Pete because it always the Tampa Bay area. So they pushed us into the Tampa Bay, like said, oh, because people didn't know about St. Pete. Because Tampa always had the bigger name, right? Because they got the airport, they have the, the Bucks, they had all those teams there. But when you come here, St. Pete has, other than clubs, have a lot more to offer, in my mind.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. St. Pete always go to the Tampa clubs, and really, because St. Pete was a sleepy town, we really didn't have a nightlife, right? And so we grew up partying the Galaxy, right? House parties. And so as we grew up, we were looking for adult venues. And that's what I was talking about, like the economics of partying. Where those dollars going, where that money going, them drinks that get made, those ticket sales. Even though Qiana say she don't charge for her parties.
No, I said I didn't charge for some of my parties.
Okay.
I told her, no. I said I didn't charge for some of my parties coming up for my house parties. But I always said that house party. No, but I did. But this is when I realized like I love doing events, and I still do events right now.
But that's what I'm talking about. See, I'm talking about what we grew up doing and how it becomes an economic thing, right? That's why I started with the Galaxy, because we have a nightlife, right? We have an underground nightlife that is suppressed and oppressed here in the city. And instead of being able to financially benefit from it, we run out of town. We run to Tampa. We run to other places that are more accommodating to the Black businesses and the Black nightlife. We have a rich Black nightlife that come from the Chitlin circuit. They always talk about the Chitlin circuit, 22nd, but as soon as you do something on 22nd, they try to shut you down. Now imagine that again. They always talk about Fats Domino and Elvis, not Elvis Presley, but the other guy, Lionel Richie, everybody who came here, right? Little Richard, everybody who came here, they romanticize it. But then as soon as you talk about you want to hang out for Easter, they demonize you. And then they forget that we had a Chitlin circuit, that we have a culture here that should be cultivated instead of oppressed and suppressed, right? Y'all should be letting us get to the bad, right? Instead of trying to shut it down. And now we paying millions of dollars in police hours on a holiday. What that is, double, triple overtime. And then you have the leaders come out and say, oh, well, that's what's needed. Y'all know they do that all the time. What y'all talking about? This is how they do it. Wait a minute, Turkey. It ain't Thanksgiving. Cut it out. We don't need to be policed or over-policed in our communities, right? If there isn't a crime trending, violent trend, then I don't need 100 police in the park. And can somebody say it without being demonized or attacked or looked at as they crazy? If we don't have a trending crime, violent spree happening, I don't need 100 police at every park in the Black community. That's all.
I agree with you on that.
That's all. If we don't have the stats and the facts to back it up, what happened to the data-informed decisions? Can somebody tag the mayor? Somebody tag the chief of police. I'm talking about data-informed decisions. Why y'all messing with us? Where's the data that supports this police activity in our community on the holidays and when we trying to hang out and have a good time? Bring me the stats. Keep get them. Bring me the stats. I want to review them. I want to review them. And we'll talk about it on the app because, and see, I'm back to this because we're talking about, the economics of the Bay.
Right.
Why we always was running to Tampa. Big brother, our big brother.
Oh, we don't, because it's like Janet Michelle just said that St. Pete used to have clubs. My parents partied here all the time. So again,
they shut it down. Club Martinique, Ike's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They shut it down. Listen, you got to pay attention. It's not that it wasn't here. It was here. It was a booming economic base. And guess what? The powers that be felt that we don't deserve to live that nice. We shouldn't have somewhere to go. And guess what? They busted it up. And now we fighting to have a party. We fighting to have a block party. Y'all won't let me bring the bounce houses to the park. What kind of world is this we in?
Hello, caller. Introduce yourself.
Hey, this comedian Damian Davis. Hello, somebody. Fidget ball. I hear you from the roots of my bed.
They say, I hear you, but they go ahead.
Who you finna try? Hello, somebody.
Who you
Tell
finna
them
try?
again,
I
boy.
know. Yeah, go. Who you finna try? Who you finna try? Who you finna try?
Hey, I love y'all, man. Clock it.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. No, but for real, because
It is. You're right about that. Because again, we should. Because I'm reading the comments up here. They said that we should have had permits to hang out.
Listen,
And we shouldn't have permits. And let me tell you where permits come in at. I mean, when you are looking to have an event that you are charging and doing all this other stuff, then I say, okay, get your permits. But a free event, that's just like a birthday party. You can't, once you tell people to come, you can't control the crowd at that point. That's gonna be there. And what they're trying to do is, again, like I said, I had an event that was on private property, and I got a phone call once they realized I had it and was telling me that I didn't get any permits, right? And I didn't do it. And I told them that no, I didn't have to get a permit because it's private property. I asked the owner, I did everything that I was supposed to do to get this spot. And so they couldn't debate me on this, right? But the city likes to make money, and I'm not mad.
I am.
But I am kind of mad.
I'm telling you.
But you shouldn't do your citizens like that.
And after you do it for decades, you produce economic distress. The base of our community was based on hanging out, man, and having a good time. We the vibe, right? We the vibe. Y'all pay $10,000 and $20,000 to have murals of black people playing horns, trumpets, and dancing. But when it's time for us to actually play the trumpet and dance, y'all shutting it down. Y'all got the police round,
yeah, this is
right.
True.
And then y'all gonna say, "Oh well, we just want y'all to be safe. This is just traffic control." Won't you control the traffic at your house? Go to your house and control the traffic. Turn the lights on and park in front of the and then direct traffic. Because I'm telling you, after decades of this, it has produced what we're experiencing right now. People leaving at historic rates. And then you scratching your head, what happened? Because part of our base, part of the money we make is tourism. What is tourism? A vibe. It's hanging out. It's the same thing that's happening First Friday on Central. The same drunk fights, arguments, people getting slumped in the parking lot, and then you still right back the next First Friday. We need that kind of attention on the South Side. We need to be able to hang the same way. We need to be, because that's the economic base. That's what's making those high rises go up.
Yeah.
So now, what if y'all let us do our thing and swing and bang on the deuces? Right? How many high rises would we have on the deuces right now?
And I'm gonna tell you what I think. Also, the problem is the police. It's not inviting, right?
No.
And on when you see, typically on our events, it's more hostility.
Yep.
Right.
It's used as a deterrent.
And what you see is the difference where when you go other places, it's like, oh, we're just here doing, have a good time. When you come on our side, it's like, what you doing? Get off walk in the street. There's some hostility. There's anger.
They shaking mace.
There's hostility. There's anger when they're looking at when they're supposed to be protecting us.
Yeah. And
they treat us like we are the criminals and not the patrons of this city.
And it's our own communities, our own neighborhoods. So a lot of people don't know MLK, Easter, a couple other days in between. South St. Peter's the spot to be in this region, right? I'm gonna say it again. There's certain days in the Black calendar in the Tampa Bay region where St. Pete is the place to be. The police has those dates marked on their calendar. And those are the days where they're charging us millions of dollars to police us unwillingly. See, there was a time when our leaders asked for them to do this to us, right? This was the crime bill time. This was Bill Clinton in the new Jim Crow time of era, right? And here is the new leader saying, "Hey, Chief, hey, Mr. Mayor, we don't want y'all doing this to us. Hey, City Council, stop doing this to us.
Right.
Stop it. Let us get to the bag. Come on, cut the BS. If it's a crime wave, get on the TV and say it."
Okay, and I'm reading this right here. Janet say they are treating blacks like a dirty little secret. We can't let non-white people feel unsafe. It's election season and we can't have those blacks making us look like I don't have control.
And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't like what y'all did to Kenny on that corner, right? I don't like what y'all did to Kenny on that corner.
No.
I ain't going to go there.
No, we talked about that. No, we
I don't like it. But that's a part of what she's saying.
Yeah.
Because what you try to do is hide the black people in the bushes when the white folks come around, right? Right? When the white folks come around and it's ball time, now it's time to treat the blacks and make them go back in the bushes. Guess what? That's the old way. And we're not subscribing to it. And you'll see. I can say it, but then you can say, "Oh, Jabbar just talking." The community doesn't want this.
Right.
We don't want to be treated like this. And
or you know what? I don't like the narrative is that it didn't happen because the police was here. You know, like we can't control our own selves without them being there. And then before they was coming there, these events were nice and popping and there wasn't no fight. Like you look at Easter. Historically with nothing that happened right there. So then when you look at it, when there's nothing that happened because there was so many police, then they go in there and rave and say, "Hey,
it's safe because of the police.
There's extra police here,"
but
and that's not right. And so I don't like that. I don't like the feeling of it because then you feel unwelcome in your city that you pay taxes for.
And when people say it, then you'll have this is the craziest thing to me in my life, right? After Easter, several people came out. It's lawsuits coming about this. And then you see other black leaders come out and take up for this mess. Come out and take up for it. But then if somebody write Igor on the wall, you up in arms having press conference. But if the people are actually violated by the law enforcement, by the system, y'all coalesce and saying kumbaya with these people. And you act like we don't see it. And see, this is the problem. That's why y'all groups are shrinking. That's why people ain't coming. That's why y'all are slipping and losing because you are not actually serving the people and the people see it. Whether they say it or not, whether they have a Tampa Bay breakfast platform to air out their grievances or not. This is really happening. That's why the election is looking crazy. That's why they voting for Trump, right? Because what they're doing is they're revolting against people who are against them, but smiling in their face.
Reading some more comments, right? It was safe before the police showed up. Yes. All right, Sharonda, that's because you have blacks that give them the grace to do this. That's why they think it's okay. When our black leaders stand up for us all the way.
Watch this. If it was Chief Large doing it, y'all would be down his neck. If it was the fire chief Large doing this, y'all be down his neck. But since it's okay, whoever y'all are, and then you look at us like we criminals, but no crimes was committed, right? You looking at us like we criminals, but ain't no crimes committed, and that's the problem. And what y'all doing is y'all are actually creating the crimes. Because on Easter, I could have sat out there and made me 10, 20 bands. Right? I could have set up my vendor and made me 10, 20 bands that would have straightened me out for the rest of this year. But I couldn't do it. Why? Because the police was everywhere. I was scared to park my trunk. I seen 100 police at Lake Vista. I didn't park my trunk. My crabs went bad. Right? So now what would have been a plus for me is now a minus. And then the rest of the year, y'all looking at me crazy because I'm getting money. Because I'm doing whatever I got to do to get money because I couldn't get it when I needed to get it. Okay, I'm done.
No, so then it goes back to what they did to Kenny. So when they did the sting with Kenny, like Kenny sits on that corner and sell them paintings for $1, $2, $10 or whatever.
It's not money. He can get whatever they give.
Right, but because he didn't have his vendor's license, they bust him and send him to jail. Right.
Now listen to this.
And then the thing is, maybe he can keep his corner a little bit cleaner, right?
But I'm just saying,
it's St. Pete corner, but I'm just saying they could have let that and you use your resources for that, for somebody who's not doing anything, harming the community, just minding his own little
That
business,
cost us thousands of dollars.
to arrest him, put him in jail, do all that. You have the public defender that has to then come in and defend him and all that other stuff. So that,
But we ain't got no summer jobs. Chief, we need to have a meeting. I ain't sat down with the powers that be in a minute, man. I'm feeling like I need to sit down and talk. I need to sit down and talk to somebody because and I ain't talking about talking me off the ledge either. I'm talking about putting in some work, because what I'm not liking is that now this has become our culture. This has become the normal.
this is, and then many say downtown has been developed for the elite, and our other areas that has been majority Black are being taken over by whites. Remember when the Sundial Plaza downtown was arresting Blacks because they were uncomfortable with their presence?
Thank you.
I do remember that.
And you know what? Thank you, Mindy, because you touch on something that people forget. Because it wasn't them. That wasn't their kids. It wasn't them.
Yeah, and they was arresting them just because. Go ahead, caller. Introduce yourself.
Good morning. This is Sharonda.
Hey.
I just don't understand, how is it a problem being a vendor or doing vending stuff when it never was an issue? Like when did it become a rule? When did it become needing a permit? When did it become a problem? And then from there is, okay, if you're gonna make that a problem, then it should be a problem on every corner.
Listen.
Like when the raves come or whatever, and you got people using their houses or whatever as a parking lot, that's particularly vending as well.
That is allowed.
Collecting money for people to park in your yard, just the same way they do in Tampa for the Tampa Bay Bucks Stadium.
Yep, they do it in Orlando.
Park at people's houses. So if you're gonna do it across the board, you need to do it across the board all the way. Other than that, it shouldn't be a rule. Like, it shouldn't be a rule to being out of your car. Like, people sold CDs and stuff out of their car to level up. That was their their niche. But if you're gonna say, oh, you need a permit just to sell a CD or just to barbecue or whatever, and I understand there's health regulations and things, but at the end of the day, if that person is a vendor, I'm pretty sure most of the time vendors have their business license and stuff like that they need to have. You know what I'm saying?
And Sharonda, I want to add this. We don't have any record of people getting sick from vendors in our area. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but what they use, those are scare tactics. That's the same thing they say. They had a police in the road and say, oh, it's to make everybody safe. Come on, we're being governed through fear. And
that's kind of like, when you look at it, it's kind of like the new law. Oh, we need to make sure that it's U.S. citizens that's voting.
Listen, they're governing us through fear.
All right, Sharonda.
We spend all our money on protection, right? I bet you they won't talk to y'all about how many drones and tanks they got, like it's some type of military top secret. I bet you they won't tell you how many robots they got, right? But then they'll tell you that they need to spend $2-3 million to police the Black community on Easter, instead of putting $2-3 million into some type of summer job program so kids can get that bread. And then you'll say you ain't got the money for the kids for the summer job, but I have another $3 million to police them on MLK. So first we're gonna do $2-3 million on Easter, then we'll double that on MLK. So that's 2 days, $5 million, and we ain't got nothing for you.
Now, you want me to tell you, it's so funny. They talk about like DI and treating people fair. Mm-hmm. So they can't give Blacks money, but they can spend money on
police Blacks. We'll make sure y'all safe. We'll make sure y'all safe.
But it's so funny. So just think about like the government, the way that it works. And then it just came up to me is that like we cannot make sure that you have jobs, right? We can't we can't make sure that like minorities get jobs. We can't just give you this because of the area that you in now, because that's where we're going in. But we can go to that area and police you harder and spend money on that.
That's
but
all right.
that's not discrimination.
Listen.
So like you can't, because they're saying equal across the board. So why are the police that's over there on the south side not in Short Acres or not in, you know what I mean? So like when you talk about equal across the board, they're not over there in Terra Verde
What
like
Terra
that.
Verde traffic control that?
Right. It gets just as busy in holidays in Terra Verde than anywhere else.
Where the pink streets? Where the pink
But
streets?
yeah, and they keep on
traffic control
talking.
that.
So when you think about like equalness across the board, so let's keep it equal. Like when you have an event on a non-black side,
I'm gonna tell you, when you had a techno event on the beach,
right? Where
y'all can play music that the whole city can hear from the beach to the beach. Right? And we're gonna pretend like nothing happened. We ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody going to jail. And guess what? Y'all can go back. Guess what? That's economic development that them people getting to enjoy. Them people making millions of dollars in a day.
Yeah.
Right? So when I put the plan together to make $1 million in a day, here you come on and bust my party up. You want to shut my party down because I'm just trying to make me an M. Man, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. You should be too, because it's becoming the problem that y'all not looking at. Because when you look at a community, you look at what's the base income and what's the basis of this community. How do they get their money? All right, we'll start with tourism. That's how the whole Tampa Bay region get their money, right? What is tourism? Tourism, when people come visit, party, play, vibe, and go home. Right. So when people want to come party, play, and vibe with black people on the black side, it become a security issue. It become a traffic issue. But when they want to do it on Beach Street, when they want to do it in front of the pier, it's all right.
And let me say this, I would like to say this because they always try to make it seem like blacks are so dangerous. I don't think nobody killed more people than whites.
Ever.
I don't think nobody killed more people.
Ever.
When you look historically across the board.
And you ain't scared when you see a bunch of white boys standing on the sidewalk. You don't grab your pearls and your clutch. You don't do that because you've been programmed. See, and if you have a problem with what she just said, you're programmed. You have to fight the program because it's the truth. It's the truth.
Look at all the wars.
It's the truth.
Look at all the stuff that happened. Like, just look at
who dropped the bomb.
Look at all.
Who made the bomb? Don't forget who dropped it. Who made it? What about so that's a long line, and we just don't have the time right now. So if y'all want to keep talking about this, put your comments in the thing. Y'all can call in, but we got more subjects. We got to talk about the Straits of Hormuz.
Because the Straits of Hormuz is getting blocked. The little area that they had to go in is getting blocked.
But I want to say this. Yes. So I don't want to abruptly change like this, y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
But we got to because a lot of this is what we're talking about.
So they're like, hello, that's right, cute. Exactly.
But you're right. I'm telling you.
No, when you think about it, there's no like
it's
and they try to then make it seem like we're the angry. But when
you'll be called something for saying that though. You'll be looked
and I'm
at,
not racist.
But no, you'll be called that for saying that. You will be looked at different for saying that. But the reality is something you can't hide from. The truth is something you can't shame us out of.
No.
You can't steal all my opportunities and make that not true. You can take all the opportunities, but it's still gonna be true. Boy, them people made them bombs, them people bombing people, them people made them guns. They filled them up with gunpowder, and they ran into a school and church and shot everybody they saw. That's who did it. Not me, not my people.
And and what they do is try to make it seem like even the violence part, like let's take that. Then they try to make it seem like we're lazy. Like you have the chance to do everything we did. But you know what they get that we don't get? They get a lot of free money.
They do?
You know they do.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you,
they
like
get
when
a lot
paid
of free
on Easter, time and a half for sitting in the parking lot.
Just talking about other cultures, they get a lot of free money.
Oh, they do.
They do, and we don't get. There's a few people. It's a few of us that get it, right? That will get this money and the opportunity, but a lot of times there's a lot of different hurdles that they put on us And then they want to say like, oh, you're angry for no reason. Like, I'm doing everything right. And I saw somebody who ain't got the qualifications, ain't did all the work that I did, walk in there and get it. And then you take me through every hoop, and I done jumped I done did every monkey show, concert, and did everything you wanted me to do.
Not the monkey show.
Yes, because they be sitting up there looking at you like you a circus animal.
Ooh.
Right, taking you through these hoops. Let's see if they can walk backwards on their hands and then climb up the roof. That's how we'll give you the money or give you something that we'll let you do it, but you gotta walk on the roof with hanging, not holding nothing. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Fly across the clouds and do all this other stuff, and then they sitting up there laughing and like watch them try to do it. And then when we do it, then they push it a little bit further.
Oh,
and
then
right, and then you have somebody else who ain't qualified, ain't did nothing, walk in there, and they be like, "Oh yeah, here you go."
But see, and I'm gonna show you, and then they'll flip that scenario and say that's what you're benefiting from.
Right,
and then they'll legislate it. Right. So what people don't understand is that when prejudice is legislated, then it becomes racism. Right. It's not racism until you have the power to control the outcomes of the person that you're against, that you're prejudiced against. And see, that's why they say black people can't be racist, because we don't have the power to control the outcome of the person that we're prejudiced against. See, black racism is really just prejudice, and we all have prejudice. This is a human thing. We all see a person walk in the room and make a predetermined judgment off them. And then when they talk, we may change it or it stay the same.
Right.
So everybody do that. But what everybody can't do, everybody can't control the income of a person. Everybody can't control the outcomes of a person. Everybody can't do that. And guess what? In 99.9 of the times, a black person can't do it. And all we can do is just express some prejudice, like ideas.
Yeah.
Right? But then you have somebody who can actually legislate their hate. And guess what? They've done it and they do it. The bills have written. And then guess what? You act like you don't even know the bills was there. Then you get a black elected official, and then he get up there and stand up and tell you why that bill needs to be there. Why it makes sense. Forget that they made it to target you as a black man. Forget that they made it to end the economy of the black community and make everybody move out. It was a 100-year plan called the Negro Segregation Act in the city of St. Petersburg, 1921, 1926. 100 years later, after 96, 98 years, 92 years of population growth in the black community, the black community in St. Pete grew from 1920 to 2020. And then, boy, we start heading out of here. 2020, we start packing our bags. Well, it was a 100-year plan that was laid in front of us. And it's on the books. And we did the study. We uncovered the plan. We presented it and showed it to everybody. And then everybody politely looked the other way. And then act like, oh, when you say something about something, we're going to call you crazy. We're going to ostracize you. We're going to say you're erratic. No matter how much sense you make it. No matter how much truth you're telling. Right? And then guess what? We got the power over here. So we can stand here and limit your opportunities, because we're working with the people who cut ties. We got the people who cutting the lights off. They with us.
Right.
And then that promotes people to, okay, I'm just going to be quiet so you don't cut my lights off. I'm just going to coalesce.
And then, so here we go. Brain say, when do we stop asking them and start building and taking our own culture and neighborhoods back?
I think we're doing that, Brain.
We are doing that right now.
I think that's what we've been doing for years, and we've been obstructed. We've been blocked.
Because when we do it ourselves,
blocked.
so look, when you do it just so again, we look at Easter. We didn't ask them for
They
that.
ain't never gonna ask them.
Right. We didn't ask them to come
We
out
asking
like
for MLK.
right. And so when we start to hang and start doing economical growth for ourselves, then they find a problem with it and then they want to cut it down.
And see, that's
right.
why we
And
open
then
up
they, right. So then
you gotta find it then.
no, but you look at it. So when when we start to do it ourselves and they get upset,
they got a system.
Then they have a system to come in, and that's what we. And so that's another question that we need to address, right? Like you don't want us there. Then when we own our own and we making it, you don't want us by ourselves because then you look at you got Rosewood. They come and want to burn it down. They want to then come and do something.
Penis envy.
So yeah.
That's what they call it. It's a scientific term.
They move in plan, plot, and strategy as we need to. Yes.
Agreed. And the reality is building the nucleus that will take us further is going to be, it's not going to take 1,000 people, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a few dedicated people, business owners, citizens, residents, elected officials, staffers. It's going to take a few of us. It ain't going to take all of us, right? We'll be able to have a deep and impactful change on this community. And we already have. I don't want to be doom and gloom because the reality is we're survivors. We've survived Jim Crow. We survived chattel slavery. We survived the new Jim Crow, mass incarceration, the school to prison pipeline. I can go down a list of stuff that we have endured. And it is a witness to the strength, but then it doesn't take away the work that we still have to do because these people ain't letting up. This thing is relentless. If they can't get you in the trap, they're going to get you with codes compliance. They can't get you with codes. They're going to get you with business and ethical standards. They're going to hit you every which way but loose. But the truth is, once we bind together and come together, it's going to be hard to stop what we got going on.
Right.
It's going to be virtually impossible because know why? We influence culture.
We do.
We have a knack, ability to influence culture. That's kind of what we doing here. That's what this about. We ain't got the biggest bag in the city. We ain't got this and that. But what we do got, we got some big mouths.
And they don't like it.
And we gotta reach around the bay and through the world through the internet. And what that does, we're influencing culture, we're influencing discourse, we're influencing conversation. And guess what? We're gonna influence change with your help, with you. Yeah, you. If you listening, you work in the city. If you listening, you work in that office. You work at the police station. And guess what? We're gonna change it. If you didn't know it, I'm telling you today.
And you know, I'm gonna say this: when y'all see us, I speak to everybody. Y'all can speak. Y'all don't gotta not speak. I don't have no. I would say this: I personally don't have a problem with a soul right now.
I got some problems.
But I'm just saying, I don't right now. I
got problems with people.
But listen, even if you do, they can still speak. Like we're all grown.
Okay.
You don't have to. You don't gotta like listen. Just and let me tell you, even if I
ain't do it.
No, but even if I disagree on something, I can tell you I can find something that I agree with you on.
But no, it's not all right. It's not all right for you to disagree, though. See,
but
what you thinking that it's all right to disagree.
No, it is. It is all right
not
to
when
disagree.
Not when they want your blind allegiance. What are you talking about?
No.
You're not even supposed to ask questions. You're not even supposed to ask a question about a person's action without them feeling the way.
But that's any relationship. But I get it. But that's like any relationship. If you get my blind allegiance, I'm lying to you.
They don't care.
They lying to you.
So they like, let's lie together.
And I'm not. But that don't mean that I don't rock with you. Like, you know what I mean? Just because I talk or don't agree with some stuff, there's a lot of stuff. And it's crazy how, like, when we praise, like, it's like I could say yes 50 million times. And the one time I said no, that's the only thing that you remember. Forget all the rest of the stuff that I agreed upon and where I went hard for you. But that one time I said no or had a problem and then I spoke my mind. Now I'm getting stared at different. I'm getting the half hugs, you know what I mean? So yeah, y'all people got to do better.
And I'm gonna say this, right? This is the hardest challenges that we've come up against only because
Good morning, Woody.
of the worldwide impact of what's going on in the world, and then you look at what's going on locally. Like, we're gonna have to band together and help each other. There's gonna be a black guy, a white guy, and a Puerto Rican guy, Mexican guy, and we're gonna be holding hands to push this thing to the next level. And we're gonna have to grasp that, right? And to get there, we're gonna have to do little things. Y'all gonna have to let us hang out. Y'all gonna listen. City of St. Pete, Tampa, Hillsborough, Orlando. See, these is things that happen all over. When you go to the classics, the police at the classics do them the same way. So they go to these conferences and talk about how bad they treat us. And then they talk about tactics to treat us even worse. And then you don't know it, but then when MLK come, here they come with the new tactic. When Easter come, here they come with the new tactic. See, they just came from the conference. They talk about how they finna, shake it up. But the reality is, somebody has to say, hey, y'all, this is economic development in another form, and we got to let these people get it. And if they whip out the fire and start tripping, we know what to do then, right? But until then, stand there, smile. Try to find some officers that's all right with being at the event. Don't make Officer Kill lately stand on the corner and direct traffic. Get that man the day off. Let him go be with his family. He need it. We need the people who want to be around us to be around us when they serving us. Right? And if you can't find nobody to be around us who want to be around us when they serving us, don't worry about it. We'll call you when we need you. Don't worry about it. We'll call you when we need you. And if we don't call you, we don't need you.
And then when we call, and the crazy part, when we do call you, we need you, it take you forever to get there. No, because when we need you, but when we do call and we do need you, then it takes forever.
We don't want you, but you're here early.
Yeah.
We don't want you. We don't want you, you're here early. But as soon as we need you, here you come with the BS. Now you want to charge me $250 an hour. What about all that time y'all spent in the parking lot? Maybe y'all can give me a couple of them hours. Maybe those can be some hours that y'all can help a group, right? So think about it. See, Chief, I have some ways and some uncommon practices that can really help and solve some issues. Y'all need to come talk to me, man. And I need a consulting fee. I need my consulting fee paid. These are billable hours. I come do some volunteer too. I ain't gonna charge you for everything. We can get the ball rolling with free consultation. I give you a free consultation, Mr. Mayor.
The thing is, listen. I think the problem is that they do know. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. We really got to go.
Mr. J, we need one more hour.
No,
Mr. J, we need one more hour.
It's so much. Okay, the week is popping. So listen. So y'all already know. I'm gonna say something about Culture Creative. I'm gonna always say something about Culture Creative.
Feelings, big shots out to keep doing your thing.
Because one is, I feel like. Culture, yes. So Culture Creative always have something popping over there for the community, for our culture. And just like Brain said, he is building something for us, by us, right? This weekend you have the Speakeasy. If you want that last month, Cheyenne came, tore the stage up. It's gonna be some amazing artists there. This the 18th from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Go to Culture Creative and get that. And then at Culture Creative, also, May 1st, Cheyenne will be doing the listening room. Get your tickets; they are going fast. We do have a few more. This is gonna be a sold out show. Get your ticket, right? And then also for the Speakeasy, with this event, it's gonna be the black market there that night as well. Nice. So where the market is usually during the day on a Saturday, it's gonna be a black market on the 18th. All right, so let me go because it's 9 o'clock. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we're out. Bing, bing.